ॐ ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
ॐ ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
मूर्तिभेदविभागिने
मूर्तिभेदविभागिने
व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
व्योमवद्देहाय
दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
ॐ सहना भवतु।
ॐ सहना भवतु।
सहनौ भुनक्तु।
सहनौ भुनक्तु।
सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै।
सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै।
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ
शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं।
ॐ
पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं।
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्।
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये
महाभारतम्।
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्।
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्।
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्।
अम्ब त्वाम् अनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते
भगवद्वेषिणीम्।
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः।
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति
दिव्यैस्तवैः।
वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः।
वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः।
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः।
ध्यानावस्थितगतेन मनसा
पश्यन्ति योगिनः
यस्यान्तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः।
यस्यन्तं न
विदुःसुरासुरगणा
देवाय
देवाय
तस्मै
तस्मै
नमः।
नमः।
Please follow after me. सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्ति समन्विते
सर्वरूपे
सर्वेशे
सर्वशक्ति
सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
भयेभ्यस्त्राहिनो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोऽस्तुते।
दुर्गे देवी नमस्तुते।
रोगानशेषानपहंसि तुष्टारुष्टात्मकामान् सकलानभीष्टान्
रोगानशेषान्नपहंसि तुष्टातु कामान् सकलानभीष्टान्
त्वामाश्रितान्नान्न विपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रिताः ह्यश्रयतां प्रयान्ति
त्वामाश्रितानां न
त्वामाश्रिताय प्रयान्ति
सर्वाबाधा प्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी
सर्वबाधा प्रशमनं त्रैलोक्येश्वरी
एवमेव त्वया कार्यम् अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
एवमेव त्वया कार्यम् अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
भयेभ्यस्त्राहिनो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोऽस्तुते।
भयेभ्यस्त्राहिनो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोस्तुते।
रोगानशेषानपहंसि तुष्टारुष्टातु कामान् सकलानभीष्टान्
रोगानशेषानपहंसि कामान् सकलानभीष्टान्
त्वामाश्रितानान्न विपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रिता ह्यश्रयतां प्रयान्ति सर्वाबाधा प्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी
सर्वबाधा प्रशमनं
एवमेव त्वया कार्यं मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
भयेभ्यस्त्राहिनो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोऽस्तुते
भयेभ्यस्त्राहिनो देवी
दुर्गे देवी नमस्तुते।
रोगानशेषानपहंसि तुष्टारुष्टातु कामान् सकलानभीष्टान्
रोगानशेषान्नपगन्ति पुष्टा रुष्टा तु कामान् सकलानभीष्टान्
त्वामाश्रितानान्न विपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रिता ह्यश्रयतां प्रयान्ति
त्वामाश्रितान्नान्नविपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रिता यश्रयतां प्रयान्ति
सर्वा बाधा प्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी
सर्वबाधा प्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी
एवमेव त्वया कार्यम् अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
एवमेव त्वया कार्यम् अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
विद्या विनय संपन्ने ब्राह्मणे गविहस्तिनि शुनि चैव श्वपाके च पंडिता समदर्शिनः इहैव तेऽर्जितः सर्गः येषां साम्ये स्थितं मनः
येषां साम्ये स्थितं मनः
निर्दोषं हि समं ब्रह्म
निर्दोषं हि समं ब्रह्म
तस्माद् ब्रह्मणि ते स्थिताः
तस्मात् ब्रह्मणि स्थिताः
न प्रहृष्येत् प्रियं प्राप्य नो द्विजेत् प्राप्य च प्रियम्
नो द्विजेत् प्राप्य च प्रियम्
स्थिर्बुद्धिरसम्मूढः
स्थिर्बुद्धिरसम्मूढः
ब्रह्मविद् ब्रह्मणि स्थितः
ब्रह्मविद् ब्रह्मणि स्थितः
In 17th verse, Bhagavan described the traits of Atmagyani, Tad Buddhayaha, Tadatmanaha, Tannishtaha, Tatparayanaha. Tad Buddhayaha means one who has given their intellect to Ishvara, Brahman. Tadatmanaha, one who have disidentified oneself from body, mind, sense complex, and they think I am not separate from Ishvara. Tadatmanaha, Tannishtaha, one who is committed in Brahma. Tatparayanaha, one whose ultimate end is nothing but Brahman only. It's called Tatparayanaha, and such person are Gnana Nirdhuta Kalmashaha. Such people, Kalmash means impurities. Nirdhutam, yesterday we have seen Nashitam, destroyed, and Jnanam means Jnanena. These people have destroyed their impurities with the help of Jnanam, self-knowledge. And what is the Kalmash? We have seen Kalmash means our Ragadvesha, Kshudapipasa, Shoka Mohaha, Samsaraha. It's all considered as a Kalmash. They are gone because of self-knowledge. Panditaha Samadarshinaha. We have seen this verse also yesterday. Panditaha Samadarshinaha. A people who has Sarvatma Bhavaha. Panditaha means a people who has self-knowledge is called Pandita. Panda is called Atma Jnanam. Ita, one who has. So Panditaha is not scholar here, but meaning of Panditaha means one who has self-knowledge, and having got self-knowledge, they are become Samadarshinaha. They know whole Jagat is nothing but manifestation of Ishvara or Brahman, and that Brahman is not away for me, but in fact I am Brahman. So whenever they see except them, nothing else. So they are seeing consciousness everywhere. And where they are seeing Samadarshinaha, same consciousness, then Bhagavan has given the example, Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Samadarshinaha. Gavi in cow, they are Samadarshinaha. Hastini means in elephant. Samadarshinaha. Shuni, even dog. Samadarshinaha. Shvapakaha, one who eats dog. Even in that, they are Samadarshinaha. You might have heard the name of Gyanadev. Gyanadev was a Pandita in Maharashtra in his time. So one day he was sitting under the tree and having his lunch. Lunch was some chapati. So when he was just about to take one bite, Gnandevji, at that time Shuni, his dog, came and he just snatched that roti from Gnandev and he just ran away. Then behind Gnanadev, after this dog, Gnanadev has started running and he said to that dog, please stop. Or dog, in form of Ishvara, in form of dog, you please stop. I would like to apply ghee on your chapati so you can have good meal. It's called Samadarshina. Even that dog, there is no any complaint. Panditaha Samadarshina. And we have seen Brahmana is always considered, and one who is Gnanam is always Sattvagun predominant. They all are Satvikaha. Even cow considered is Sattvic animal, but when Hastini and dog comes, they comes under Rajasa. Both are Rajasi, and Shvapaka we consider as a Tamogun predominant. So this Samadarshinaha means these people, one who has self-knowledge, they have same behavior with Sattvic people, Sattvic being, Rajasic being, even Tamasic being. They never change, they see never change. From them, all are one and same. This is the benefit of self-knowledge. Yesterday we have seen, somebody asked, what is the benefit of self-knowledge? First is they are become Samadarshina, Samatva Buddhi. Each and every people, they don't have any type of complaint because everything is nothing but Ishvara only. And now second verse, we have seen only the meaning. This is also very much important because this word Iha Eva, Iha means right now, here, it's called Iha. The meaning of Iha means here only, in this world, in this life. Eva means definitely, Sargaha Jitaha. These people, Yesham, whose mind, Yesham means Panditaha Samdarshina, which Bhagavan has talked about in previous verse, for those people, for whose Manaha Sthitam, one whose mind is well rooted. Sthitam means well rooted, where Samya means Brahma Tattva, means same in each and every being. Everywhere in that Brahman, one whose mind is well rooted, such people have Sargaha Jitaha. They have won over. Sarga means this life, the life of coming into being, like Pujya Swamiji says, every time I want something, it's called come into being. Janma Mrityu as considered as a sargaha. This life, this sansara is jita, is won over by this Vesha, means these people, where right now, iha eva, here only, there is a no after death. Moksha, liberation is not after death, but here only. So that's why this only in total there are 700 verses in Gita. Among 700, only this verse Bhagavan conveyed mukti, liberation, realization is not after death. Iha eva, here only. That's why this verse in 5th chapter is very much important. Even Purusha Sukta is also very much important. We are chanting because in Purusha Suktam also, in that Suktam Bhagavan says, what was there? There is a na anya panthaha. Except gnanam, there is a no other any panthaha where we can have self-knowledge. That's why Purusha Suktam is important and this verse is very important. So they have Samyam Manam, Nirdosham, he Samam Brahma. This Brahman doesn't have any defect. Dosha means doesn't have any defect. Samam Brahma is same in each and every being. Tasmat, for that reason, Brahmani te stitaha. This te means these people. Who are they? Samadarshinaha, Panditaha, Brahmani stitaha. They reside, they abide in Brahman only. Now we will see the detail. Yesham. Yesham means whose mind, Samya Sthitam. Samya means Brahman, who is same in each and every being. Sthitam is well rooted. Tehi, for such people, Iha Eva, right now, here only Sargaha Jitaha. They have won over this sansara and Nirdosham Hi Samam Brahma. Brahman doesn't have any type of defect. One who is a sattva, rajas and tamano, they have dosha. But he is a nirgunam. Being nirgunatvat, there is a no dosha, no defect. Samam Brahma is same in each and every being. And for that reason, those people, Panditaha Samdarshinaha, Brahmani, inside the Brahman, Sthitaha, they are abide in Brahman. What I have said, this is very important verse because generally people think liberation is only after death. We reach somewhere place because Vaikuntha, they have their own theory. Kailas means Shiva followers, they have their own theory. So each and every cult, they have their own theory to reach somewhere and they can have liberation. But in this verse, they say liberation is not after death, but liberation is here only, in this birth. That's why Yesham. Yesham means whose, and who is who? So Panditaha Samadarshina, which we have seen in previous verse, they people know this Atma is not separate from Brahman. And in fact, they know I am Brahman. There are two steps. I used to say, actually to understand, there are 3 steps. First, we can see Ishavasya Midam Sarvam. Here everything is Ishvara. So this is the first step. Ishavasya Midam Sarvam. Whole Jagat is nothing but manifestation of Ishvara. So first step is Ishavasya Midam Sarvam. Then second step, if Ishvara is all pervasive, so I cannot be away from Ishvara. So I am not separate from Ishvara. This is the second conclusion we can take from first one. I am not separate from Ishvara. And if I am not separate from Ishvara, we like or not like, but we can say I am Ishvara. Suppose that wave in the ocean, he has got Jnanam, the whole ocean is nothing, but it is pervaded by H2O only, water only. This is first conclusion, Jnanam, for that wave in the ocean. Then having got this Jnanam, when this wave starts thinking, I am not separate from ocean, H2O. And third will, I am H2O. I am nothing but water only. Same way, whole Jagat is pervaded by Ishvara. If whole Jagat is pervaded by Ishvara, how can I separate it out from Ishvara? So I am not separate from Ishvara. This is the second conclusion. I am not separate from Ishvara. And if I am not separate from Ishvara, we can say I am Ishvara. So these people, they know I am not separate from Brahman, but in fact, I am Brahman. For these people, their antahkaranam, their manaha means their mind, mind means their subtle body, antahkaranam, always samya sthitam. Samya means in which everything is same. Like in ocean, if waves gets knowledge, that wave knows everything is nothing but water only. Same way, this Jnani understood this is nothing but Sarva Bhuteshu Brahma Samabhave. Whether it is Shvapaka, whether it is Brahmana, whether it is cow, there is elephant, everywhere Ishvara is nothing but one and same. It's called Samya Sthitam. Sthitam means well rooted. Their conviction, I'm not away from Ishvara, I am Ishvara. This is Sthitam, well rooted. Nishchali Bhudam. Nishchali Bhudam means they are 100% confident that I am in Samya only, in Ishvara only, in Brahman only. For such people, Iheva, for Tehi means that Samadarshi Bihi, Panditehi, Iha Eva, what I was telling, here itself, right now, here only, Sargaha. Sargaha means Janma. Jitaha means this is 1 hour. Why we are coming? Why we are getting birth one by one? The meaning is given by Shankaracharya. Why we are coming to being? One death, our death is over. Immediately we are preparing for next birth. Again this birth is over. We are preparing for next birth. So Shankaracharya is given the cycle, the cause of our birth. He says the cause of our birth is, main thing is agnanam, ignorance about oneself. What is my real nature? That we don't know. And when we don't know our real nature is purayati sarvam. I am full. But we always feel something missing inside. Something is missing. I'm helpless. All type of, we have that feeling. So we start thinking, because I am not Purnaha, we always feel that I am limited. So we would like to complete ourselves by taking some objects from outside and we can use it, and then we think because of this object I can be full. So this thinking is called kamaha in Sanskritam. Kamaha means desire. They start thinking, if I, for happiness, if I keep 2 cars, then I can be happy. For my happiness, if I eat something, then I can be happy. So it's called kamaha. Because of this desire, only desire doesn't work. We have to act, no? Then we start performing to fulfill what we have desired. It's called karma, action. And when we perform karma, consider oneself as a karta. I am a doer of my action. That doership gives punya and papa. It's called adrusham. Adrushtam. You might be knowing or you, whether you are knowing, I don't know, but it says any action starting from to brush our teeth up to when we go to bed, we keep on doing different type of action. This action will give two type of result. One is direct result, immediate. Let us say immediate. And other will give later. Suppose we have helped someone. So it's a good karma, no? So inside we feel happiness. It's called immediate result of our action. We have satisfaction when we help someone. So we can, is immediate, we feel happiness inside. It is immediate, but what we have helped others, it also give result later also. If we help someone, it will come as a punya. And unknowingly, we hurt someone. So when we hurt someone unknowingly, immediate we feel inside sadness. Why should I do? So we are not feeling good inside. So we're feeling sadness, something is called immediate result of this karma, hurting someone, himsa. But that hurting someone, later we will, Bhagwan will give is a papa. In one day, we are keep on doing many actions. This action will give immediate result as well as it will give later result. This will go into our sanchit karma. And this sanchit karma, out of this sanchit karma, Bhagwan will give in next birth with some prarabdha karma. That's why this is the cycle. Because of Agnanam, we always feel to fool ourselves with something to doing one and after. So this desire to become a Purna, then this desire gives action. We consider oneself as a karta, this action will give punya papa. This punya papa in scripture's language, it says adrushtam. Punya papa we cannot see with our naked eyes. That's why it's always called as a adrushtam. Drushtam means sin. Adrushtam means we cannot see. This adrushtam is the cause of our next birth. That's why punya papa means adrushtam. This will give our new birth. Again with new birth, same ignorance as our capital with us. Again desire, again action, again punya papa, again janma. It's called sargaha. Sargaha means punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. That sargaha, that cycle of birth and death is jitaha. Jitaha means 1 hour. By whom? Tehi samadarshibhihi. That people who have self-knowledge, who are seeing everywhere, one sameness is Brahman, that is 1 hour by this Gnani, Sargaha Jitaha. So no second birth from them. And somebody asks why there is no second. They are Jivan Muktaha. After this Jivan, this life is over, there is no Punarjanma. Why? Because they, in their account, there is a no punya papa. Because samam, samya sthitihi, there is a no punya papa, and there is a no punya papa. How can they have rebirth? That's why they never comes. All sanchit karma, jnanat bhasmisat kurute Arjuna. They have gone. So sargaha jitaha. So this is first benefit of Atma Jnanam we have seen in previous verse was Sarvatma Bhava Samadarshinaha. Secondly, the benefit of Atma Jnanam is there is a no second birth, no rebirth. All cycle is over. And this person is saying Nirdoshaha. They say Atma or even Brahman, who is there? They are Nirdosha. There are many type of yonis starting from Brahmaji up to blade of grass. Different type of yonis. In all yonis, consciousness is there, but is in different. They are always in different manner. But still, sitting in each and every being, that Brahman is Nirdosha. Somebody asks why. The reason is given in Bhashyam. Shankaracharya ji says, Yadyapi doshavatsu shvapakadishu. Even though this dog eater, this non-vegetarian, they are shvapakadishu. Even they eat dogs, they have seeming doshavat. It seems we say they are defect, they are eating non-veg. Because they are mudehi. They don't have any discrimination power, so they did eat this meat. But that dosha is not belongs to consciousness. It belongs to subtle body and gross body. But really speaking, this dosha doesn't go to consciousness. Doshavat eva vibhavyate. These people, even I used to say, even terrorists, people say terrorists are, we know who are they. But still, in terrorist, consciousness is same. In which Shankaracharya ji has consciousness, same consciousness in terrorist. Then why they are doing such terror attack and everything? Because Agnanam, they don't know. Okay, I have same consciousness in which all beings are there, same consciousness. So for Gnani, they say even terrorist, Nirdosham. Why? Because they never see the body. They never see even thinking. They see only consciousness in terrorist also. That's why Nirdosham. In each and every body's consciousness is Nirdosham. Even Doshavat Vibhavyate, it appears. It's like they have defect. But really speaking, Tathapi, even though Tat means that consciousness, Doshehi Asprushtam. Consciousness is never tainted by such defect of this body and subtle mind problems. And he has given one example of 13th chapter of Gita, Yatha Sarvagatam. Akasham means space is Sarvagatam, is all pervasive. And how is space? Sokshmat is very subtle. Because of its subtleness, Akasham, this space, is na upalipyate. It is not tainted by anything. Because lightning cannot burn space. Fire, even wind cannot dry space. Water cannot wet space. Why? Reason is Sokshmat. It is very subtle. It cannot touch. Same way, Sarvatra avasthitaha Atma. This Atma, this consciousness, Sarvatra, everywhere, avasthitaha, it remains. And where? Dehe. In each and every bodies, many bodies, in each and every bodies, this Atma, avasthitaha, it resides. but still that Atma na upalipyate. It never tainted by. If somebody eats meat, it doesn't go to any Atma. If somebody says hurt someone, it doesn't go to Atma because Atma na upalipyate. It doesn't taint, doesn't affect by any activity of body, mind, sense complex. What Atma does, what Chaitanya Tattva does is nothing but it enlivens the body, nothing else. That's why Nirdosham. He always, this consciousness, Brahman is Nirdosam, defectless. And then Bhagavan says, Samam Brahma, because Brahman is same everywhere in each and body. And why it is same? That reason also given by Shankaracharya. He says, Nirgunatvat. I used to say, Sattva Gun is there. Sattvic people always like, surrounding is always noiseless, Shantam. Sattvic people likes. Then Rajasic people, they would like to do different type of activity. It's called Rajasic people. And Tamogun means one would like to sleep. It's called Tamoguni. If Sattva Gun person has gone to vegetable market everywhere here in Indian vegetable markets, whenever we go, noise is there, then Sattva Gun people always frustrated. They don't like noise surround. So it's called dosha of Sattva Guna. Noise is a dosha for Sattva Guna. If Rajogun people would like to run everywhere, but if someone says for 7 days you need not to do anything, you please keep silently in some place, need not to run. For such Rajoguni people, they don't like to sit. They get frustrated. And same way, Tamoguni, we ask to do some activity. He doesn't like, he or she doesn't like. So this all Sattva, Rajas, Tamas has their own defect, dosha, but Brahman is Nirgunatvat, Nirdosham. There is a no dosha, no defect in Brahman because Brahman is Nirgunam. These three gunas, Sattva, Rajas and Tamas, doesn't belong to, they don't belong to Brahman. So Chaitanya is consciousness, doesn't have any guna. That's why there is a no separation. Sattva is separate from Raja, Raja is separate from Tama, Tama is separate from, they are all separation. But Nirgunatvat, Swaguna Bheda Bidnam, no, there is a no separation. Everything is same only. And Bhashyakara says, Shankaracharya, Bhagavan will tell in 13th chapter. And what Bhagavan will tell in 13th chapter? Anaditvat, Bhagavan says, I don't have any birth. Nirgunatvat, I don't have Rajas, Tamas, Tamo Guna. Being Paramatma and Avyaya, I never unchanged. Avyaya means unchanged. Like this Chaitanya Tattva, Sharirasthaha api, inside leaving the body, Sharire tishtati is called Sharirasthaha api, na karoti. It doesn't do anything. And at the time, na lipyate. It doesn't affect, doesn't taint it. Because Saukshmaha, very subtle. And one who knows I am that Brahman, for such people also becomes Samam Brahman. And these people are Brahmani te sthitaha. These people are well established, sthitaha. They abide, they establish in Brahman. It's not like a chair and somebody sitting inside the chair and saying, I am sitting in the chair. It's not like that. But Brahman sthita means they know I am not separate from Brahman. In fact, I am Brahman. It's called Brahman sthita. This is only figurative. Otherwise, we can translate in inside the Brahman, they are sitting. Sthitaha, they are remaining. It's not like that. The meaning is They are always with Brahman, their own nature. And Shankaracharya is written in his Bhashyam, Dosha Gandha Matra. Even for consciousness, there is a whiff of any defect. This Prushati, these people, there is any defect cannot touch. Why? Because they don't have identification with their BMS, their body, mind, sense complex. They don't have identification, and that's why they are defectless. All people are. They don't have any type of problem. These all verses are very beautiful. The convey, the message is very beautiful. There is a one discussion is given in this Bhashyam of Gita Shankaracharya ji. He has quoted one sutra from Gautama Rishi. Like Manusmriti is there. Same way there is a Gautama Smriti. There is a one sutra. And sutra, what sutra says? There is a defect. He says, Gautama Rishi says there is a defect. Where is the defect? If there are different categories of people are sitting, and if you give same respect to each people, it's considered as a defect. If one Raja is sitting, then some sweeper is sitting, some poet is sitting, some merchant is sitting, it's called Vishame. This all different type of people sitting. Puja is not doing puja, but respect we give to all same. It considered as a dosha. Because if Raja is there, we have to give respect it king's manner. Then we have given proper seat. But if we treated each and every people in same manner, it's not good. It's dosha. In same way, asamam same puja. If asamam, if people are not same, and if we give respect like a same, then it is also defect. Like here, cow is different, dog is different, brahmana is different, hasti means elephant is different, but if we treated as same, then according to Gautam Rishi is dosha. So somebody asked Purva Pakshi to Shankaracharya ji, is it not dosha? Then Shankaracharya ji says, this sutra are belong to one who are interested in worldly activity. For such people, this sutra is applicable. Natu karma sannyas vishay. One who are interested in only self-knowledge, these people is never connected with these people. So that's why always nirdosham. 20th verse is as good as like Sthita Pragna Lakshanani in 2nd chapter. This Jnani, these people, Priyam Prapya, having got some desirable anything, na prahashyet, they never enjoy, they never have that elevation. And udvijet apriyam prapya, if some unfavorable thing has happened in their life, na udvijet, they never have resent, they never dissatisfied, na udvijet. Who? So this all adjective, sthira buddhihi, asammudaha, brahmavid, brahmani sthitaha. These all are adjectives of Atmagyani, one who has self-knowledge. We can say him or her, sthira buddhihi. If person is Atmagnani, we can say him asammudaha, brahmavid, one who knows Brahma, and they all are again Brahmani sthita. They are well rooted inside the Brahman. But first is na prahrashyet priyam prapya na udvijet apriyam prapya. In both conditions, this person is the same. Somebody give respect, that person is same. Somebody is insulted, that jnani, that person is the same. There is no complaint from jnani. Why you are not giving me respect? and why you are hurting. There is no complaint. So I have written, in spite of Gnani, Jnani has faced the rules of the life. So the laws is governed. Deshaha means place can affect us. Kalaha, time can affect us. And prarabdha can affect us. Even Atmagnani also. Desha means situation. Kalaha means time. And prarabdha means our destiny. Our own papa punya can affect us. In Jivan Mukta, one who is Atmagnani, that they have to face this problem also. So first we will take what is Desham. Desham is not any country, but here the Desh means any situation. So Desha I have written is environment, people, where we live. You might have heard the name of devotee Meera. Surrounding people of Meera are not good. They always insult. But she doesn't have any complaint. Why people are insulting? Even here in our Gujarat, there is a one poet. His name is Narsingh Mehta. Always this from his Nagar caste, all caste people, they have boycott him because he used to do kirtanam anywhere. If somebody invite, he doesn't have. So still he doesn't have any complaint. So Desha can affect the people, but such Jnani, they don't have any complaint towards the environment and people. Kalaha Kridati Gachati Ayahu. When we are born with good limbs, but now aging. Kalena means this body is declining, aging. Wrinkle starts. Each and every body, joints of our body tells we are sitting here. Means some is paining, some is aching. Same thing happens to Gnani also. But still Gnani doesn't have any complaint. Why I am aging? Puja Swamiji always used to say, I enjoyed my grey hairs in his beard. He always loved. So no complaint. Same way prarabdha. Prarabdha means we are born with our own papa punya. It always varies from individual to individual, but always they affect us. They give some favorable, they give some unfavorable. But this Atmagyani doesn't have any complaint regarding this Deshakala Prarabdha. So first thing we see, Priyam Prapya na Praharshyet. Priyam means desirable. Prapya means received. This Gnani na Praharshyet. He never rejoices over. Now I have got this. He doesn't have any rejoice. He never elevated. So Priyam Prapya na Praharshyet. Even it is not carried away by such situation. But at the time, they doesn't reject also. Some people always Priyam Prapya, they like also, and you know, there are some people in India is available. If we give too much respect, they say, I don't like, I need this type of food, I need this type of vastram. Vastram means bed cover, whatever. Otherwise, if somebody gives a white bed sheet, they say, no, you have to give only orange. They always complain, they don't like. But really speaking, Gnani doesn't have any problem. If that Gnani has gone to somebody's home and this host, they say, okay, you have to sleep on the floor. Gnani should not have any type of complaint. Why you are giving me a bed on floor? Whatever comes, they rejoice. If somebody gives good treatment, they have appreciation, but that appreciation should not convert into addiction. You know, sometimes people give too much respect, and in some other place they won't get some respect, but that previous respect becomes addiction. It's also not good. But Gnani doesn't have addiction also. And somebody asks why Gnani doesn't have any addiction. The answer is they are full with insight. Somebody treat in whatever manner, they never compare themselves. It's called Apuryamanam. From Apuryamanam Achara Pratishtam Samudramapa Pravishanti Sarve. Like any rivers comes and merge in ocean is different type. Maybe Ganga, maybe Yamuna, different rivers. But ocean doesn't have any complaint. Why Ganga is very pure? Why this is very same way? There are different type of people come and contact with this Jnani. He never have any type of reaction with all people. He is same to all. It's called Priyam Prapya na Praharshyet. Anything good comes, he never elevated. And same way, Apriyam Prapya. If somebody is not desirable, still na udvijet. They doesn't have any type of resentment. Whatever comes, they enjoy. I have given the one example of King Rama. When Rama was given instructed, next day you will be the king of this Ayodhya. On the same day, Kaikai asked Rama, "You are not giving. We are not making you a Yuvraj or king of Ayodhya, but now you have to go to forest for 14 years. What will happen if somebody asks us?" But it is given in Ramcharitamanas of Tulsidas. He says, even somebody says, "Okay, you have to go to forest, but prasanta nagata." The cheerfulness of Rama doesn't go. And even namamale vanvasa dukkhataha. He doesn't have any complaint, dukkham, with regards to his own forest. He is never changed. He remains same. It's called apriya prapyam na udvije. He never get fed, having got even this vanvasa. Same way, this gnani also. Sometimes some gives good thing, sometimes somebody gives bad thing. But this gnani is always remains same. Samam Brahma, Nirdosham Hi Samam Brahma. And somebody asks why they have this much of inner strength. Somebody comes good, no elevation. Somebody comes bad, there is a no complaint. Why? So that's why they answer, they are Brahmavit, they are Sthirabuddhihi, they are Asammudaha, they are well rooted in Brahman. And only one line we can see here. This is again the Bhashyam is given by Shankaracharya. He says, Priya and Apriya is concerned only by one who thinks I am body, mind, sense complex. For such people, Priya, Apriya, it gives Harsham or Vishadam. This joyness and sadness will come to whom? One who considers oneself is body, mind, sense complex only. But this Gnani is Atmadarshina. They see oneself as a consciousness. For such people, Priya, Apriya Prapti, Asambhavat. For such people, anything comes, it never gets reacted. Asambhavat means it is next impossible for Gnani, Priya Prapti, Apriya Prapti, because Priya and Apriya is same for this Gnani. Whatever comes, they received as a Prasad Buddhi. Now even not Prasad Buddhi, for Gnani, everything is Brahman. So whatever comes is Brahman only, no complaint. And why they are doing like this? Bhagavan says, is a Brahmavit. But what is the meaning of Brahmavit? Asammudaha, we will see in next week. Any complaint? regarding this?
Swamiji,
So,
I have a
Swami,
question.
Yeah,
Sorry.
please. Yes.
So if when you're talking about any papa that you do, let's say you have done something that you think is wrong, some whatever, and you realize later, whatever, that you have done this, or you have some debt that you feel you need to repay, and you are trying to repay it, or you're trying to rectify that mistake, but for some reason you cannot. You know that you have done it, and you're trying to rectify. So then what happens?
Then it will be, intensity will be less. It's called prayashchit karma, no? This, if unknowingly we have done something wrong, we don't know also. If we know now what we have done is not correct, then we can have prayer, we can have some japa, stotra, and we can say what I have done, I'm just doing for that. Then that papam will be less, maybe neutralized also. That we don't know, but definitely it will be less or neutralized. That's why only prayers, everyday prayers always give lesson effect of our papa. It would be helpful for that.
so that Samadarshana Swamiji you were talking about, I was reminded about Swami Vivekananda apparently said, this Matru Deva Bhava, Pitru Deva Bhava, Acharya Deva Bhava, we talk about like as if it's a very good thing, like treat your mother like God, treat your father like God. Apparently Swami Vivekananda added Murka Deva Bhava, like worship, bad people like God.
Yeah.
Like, who really do bad things, worship them like God. Like he added that sloka, Murka Deva Bhava.
Yeah, we can do. But we need not to do this, but we should not hate it from inside.
Yeah,
Let
that's
me
what.
do. Yeah.
Aminiji, Pranam, I'm Sajni.
Yeah.
What is the Sanskrit word for well-rooted?
Stira.
Sthira bhava. Even samsthitaha.
Samstita.
Samsthita, sthitaha, sthira bhava. Well rooted. Sthira. Even that in sthita pragna, no? That sthita means they are well rooted. In pragna means knowledge. Sthita pragna sekabhash. In second chapter, sthita pragna also. Sthita means well rooted. Pragna means self knowledge. Sthita pragna. Sthira pragna. All are one and same.
All are one and same. What is the first step to take to be well rooted in that knowledge?
First step to become well rooted in self knowledge. So we should keep on listening, Shastra. Then that agnanam, in this next verse it will come. We will keep on, then ignorance will go. Then still we may have doubt, like you are asking. Then that doubt regarding self, I am all pervading, that will go. This is a second step. And while nididhyasana, this totally we have opposite notions regarding oneself. In Shastra says you are all pervading, but we always think I am a body. Shastra says there is a no death and birth for Atma. We always think now I am going to die. These all are viparita, means opposite notions regarding oneself. So keep on doing meditation, shravanam, these opposite notions regarding oneself, when it will go, then only sthita pragna can be possible.
Thank you.
Any question? No question, no? Shall we do Purnamada?
Yes, Swamiji.
Yeah. Om
Purnamada
Purnamidam
Purnamudachyate
Purnasya
Purnamadaya
Purnamevavasishyate.
Evavasishyate. Om Shanti
Shanti
Shanti.
Shanti.
Hari Om Sri Guru Pyo Namaha. Hari Om. Thank you, Swamiji.